So check this out. We were wondering why they're all balled up on the top of our honey. We had put a spacer in here so that we could feed them and put the jar feeder, and then we put the bag feeder in here. But they all kept balling up on the top. I was wondering why. When we knocked them down, they had built all that comb. I didn't realize that. So
better this way.
So what we're gonna do is we're going to because I want the queen to be down here laying. So we're gonna try this. I'm not sure. I've never really heard of a good way to do this, but we're gonna put the queen excluder on the top of this because we still need to leave this up here for feed for a while, and that way the queen won't get up here and lay, and they'll hopefully work on the stuff down there. Of course, if they don't want to build comb down there, that's gonna be a problem. I don't know. We're gonna see. So the queen is probably in that bundle there. That's the other problem. So we gotta figure out. All right, we're gonna have to figure out this. I'm not sure how we're gonna do this. What we decided to do is, instead of the queen excluder, I took a frame and I took the foundation out of it, and we just stuck the built comb, because it had eggs in it and everything, larvae in it, capped larvae. We stuck them in the empty frame as best we could and laid it down inside, and then took off we had a super on there so we could have space for the feeding can, and then that's why we had that there. But they apparently decided they wanted to build up the top. So what I did was we took the built comb, broke it off, and put it on a frame. This is like, I'm such a rookie with this, so I don't really know if this is gonna work or not, but I wanted to get them down inside. I don't want them to be building up at the top, because that super is gonna come off. So we just put a spacer at the top, enough to lay our bag of feed and sugar feed in there. But it's giving them less space up at the top to build. So so that's what we're doing. So hopefully that's gonna work and kind of get them situated. I didn't see the queen at all. I hope we didn't do any damage to her or leave, shake her out of the nest or anything. I'm gonna look really quick at the front, but right now, this is the aftermath of it right now. So a crazy thing is, so this is our new package, and this over here is our new package, and this is our established hive from last year. We did a box swap where we took the bottom box and put it on the top box, because over the winter they tend to go up and build up in the top, and you want to really start down the bottom again and then fill that in and build it up. So that's what we did. This hive gave me a really scare this morning. I did something dumb, another rookie mistake, and that is I let the sugar water in the can that they came with run out, and I didn't think about it because there was a lot of warm days and there was so much activity. I didn't even think about giving them more feed, and it occurred to me last week that I needed to give them more feed, so we gave them the bag feeders. But I noticed when we gave them the bag feeders that this hive over here was all balled up on the top. Now we know why, because they built up the hive on the top, the comb on the top. This one was all down in the frames, and I thought, well, that's where they're supposed to be, so no big deal. But this morning when I came out to check on them, that hive was busy, this hive was busy, and there was no activity on this hive. So I said, that doesn't look right. So what I did was I pulled the top off, and I looked inside, and the bees were in a pack, not moving. I brushed them with my finger. They were like dead. And I said, oh my gosh, I lost a hive. So I was like, well, there was a few bees I saw moving around. So I said, well, I'll let the weather get a little warmer, and then we'll see what happens. Thankfully, when we came out later in the afternoon, the warm air, they had just been kind of dormant. I know that sometimes they look dead when they're dormant, but it just kind of disturbed me because that hive over there was going at it, and this one wasn't. But now you can see that they're active, they're moving. So we didn't kill them, thankfully. Thank the Lord for that. And you can see that we pulled off all the extra home from that hive. The only comb we left in the hive was the one that was the one that had a larva in it, and capped larva in it, because we want to get them established as fast as we can. So the only thing we're going to left to do now is we're going to move the hives a little closer to their new position, and then we're going to close it up for the day. And this is our first inspection for the year. Now, I was looking for swarm cells on this one. There's a lot of cells on what used to be the top box on the bottom of it, which is where you look for swarm cells. We're making new queens. I didn't see any queen cells. I saw a lot of drone larvae. So we cleaned it off, and we're gonna have to take a check on this in about, I don't know, the next nice day we have, just to see what's going on as they get kind of reacclimated now that we've disturbed their hive a bunch. So I think we're done for today, and I'm gonna put this up as another video on our Newbees on the YouTube channel I got. So we'll see how it goes. Looks like thankfully we avoided catastrophe, and we still have 3 active hives. So And we got a little.
She's making wax.
Oh, look at that! You can see the wax going off the abdomen there. So, all right, we're gonna go over and out. All right, I'm gonna take all the larvae that we cut out of the old hive, and we're gonna give it to our chickens. It's kind of gross, but see how they do with it, and then we're gonna come back here and close up.
Oh, they're liking that.
Oh, oops, I missed a piece there. All right, so this is our hive that we thought was dead.
It's also the one we built.
And this is our own built hive, so they're still pretty tight in there.
Yeah, but they're moving though. They're not like when we did it before, it was like you couldn't move them. They were like, now they're like moving at least.
I don't know if they, I don't know.
They're getting honey from or whatever that's from that pool right there.
Yeah. So I'm assuming they're building up right there. They're a little more
dormant.
Maybe they suffer a little more from not feeding them as soon. Hopefully, I pray that they stay active. Oh, mom's out here.
They survived.
Yeah, I think they were just kind of